Welcome to another A to Z movie night where a few film nerds gather around a bottle of whiskey to watch a movie. A to Z movie night may contain spoilers and is intended for a mature audience. Listener's discretion is advised.
And hey, I'm your host, Tim. I'm here with my co-host, Zach.
Hey.
And Aaron.
Yo, what it do?
And we have a returning guest tonight who also played a role in this film, Mr. Randy Moore.
Welcome.
Is with us.
Thank you.
He starred in and worked on this film, so we're going to pick his brain while we do our normal film watch-along commentaries. So make sure to listen for the countdown and hit play.
Yeah, and that film is the 1976 John Carpenter classic, Assault on Precinct 13.
Yes.
Wonder why you picked 13. Is that bad luck?
Guess so.
All right, we're going to do that countdown in 3, 2, 1. Cheers.
All right, cheers, guys.
You can watch along with
Water cheers. There we go. Wait, what is this? What is this intro? Metropolitan Films. What is that?
Films.
Well, let's ask Randy.
Above my pay grade, I don't know.
Yeah. Must be
Now,
one of those.
Randy, what was this originally supposed to be called?
Anderson Alamo. That's what the
Anderson.
script was. They changed the name in post.
That was like the working title.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Anderson Alamo. Yeah.
Well, he was telling me earlier how he styrofoamed the whole thing on the police station and everything, and it was Anderson
Oh,
with the forethought that was what the film was going to be called.
Was that supposed to be like the name of the town or Anderson?
Yeah.
Dude.
I just love the soundtrack
Carpenter
so
can
much.
kick it on a Casio, can't he? He's just
Yeah, this is one of his pretty.
He's really good at like driving, like, but
Nancy
they have like
Loomis.
they got a feel to them.
Charles Cyphers was the police in Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy that was sure enough. You're right, yeah.
There's a couple of these actors I've noticed. I had to look some of them up. Were in other films. The one guy that I'll point out, one of the gang members, was famously in Escape from New York. Can't believe he was like the really creepy looking one.
Oh yeah, the one who really skinny guy. The skinny
Tommy Wallace.
You don't see like movies now just
Credits
don't
at
have
the
intro.
beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
movies now don't have intro credits.
Yeah. I mean, the best boy got a shout out. You don't see that at the beginning of the
McGaffer
movie.
and Key Grip, like dang man.
Payroll.
Was this Carpenter's first film?
Yeah, it was.
Well,
His
yeah.
first major.
He had done Dark Star, but a lot of people
Oh, look
consider
at that guy!
There,
Look at you!
There it
Look
is.
at you, Randy.
Oh yeah, you're right there. Look
There
at that.
you are.
Does it feel good whenever you see that?
It did in the beginning. After that,
The novelty's worn off.
yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think there are no end credits, huh?
No, that's it up front.
That's basically, they're doing it all up front, so that when the movie ends, it just fades to black.
The only time people are like, I'm used to seeing people even read the credits is when I go to a cast and crew screening.
Yeah.
Whenever I watch it, when you go in the theater and you're trying to see the credits, you're looking at the people, getting up and leaving. You're trying to watch it in between them.
Yeah.
You know when somebody was there because you'll hear like a little, yeah, good, when certain
Right.
names pop up on screen.
Yeah. That was always weird, like going to
Yeah,
Going
but
to film school when
he'd done Dark Star, but a lot of people said that was more of like a student film, I guess a lot of people describe it. This was his first major.
That's me.
Oh,
With
that's
the
that
long
long
curly
ass hair.
You the second one through the door?
Yeah, the black sleeveless
Oh,
T-shirt.
let's see. Let's get him.
There.
Ooh, the witching hour, 3:10 a.m.
How old were you whenever you were doing this?
We were real young.
Yeah.
This was
Early
70,
20s?
76.
I was in the early 20s, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I guess, yeah. Wow.
This is this walking like handy cam. You don't see that much in '76 at all.
No.
Must have it's been like a really bulky like shoulder mount or something.
Yeah, because that wasn't like a tracking shot.
No.
They probably couldn't get in that little tight
yeah,
alleyway.
Steadicam was in the 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's not. This
I know it's not a
yeah.
Steadicam, but
Yeah.
like this was
This is the beginning of it.
Couldn't afford it on this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was new. It was expensive.
Man,
Hell, they're still crazy expensive.
This is the police. Drop your weapons and place your hands above your heads.
Oh, dang. They just drop us right off in it, don't they?
Do we get to see your death on screen?
Yeah, I just was shot there.
Oh, that's you?
No.
Everybody wants to have like a good on-screen death, you know. Then you find out it's
Better than off screen,
it's
yeah.
cut, yeah. Fish in a barrel, man. Jeez.
And in the local news, 6 youth
This movie was really kind of like it was kind of a response to,
Well, take a bow, Randy. That was
yeah. Good performance.
Did you tell like your friends like, okay, listen, you guys, if you go see Assault on Precinct 13, don't get popcorn, don't get anything, go straight to your seat and sit down. If you want to see me in the movie, don't be late.
missing automatic weapons have not been recovered. We now have a lead which
There was a lot of
fallen into the wrong hands.
societal scares and woes about like the inner city linking into the suburbs at this time. You
Yep.
know,
Yep.
like the late 70s and early 80s was like the peak of crime in our country, and it's gone down ever since then. But I think that's kind of a what would you call it? It's kind of a reaction to that.
Well,
it's always felt like that to me. I don't know.
This movie kind of has a Warriors vibe too, like
Yeah.
with all the different gangs and like how the gangs have just they're so bad and there's so many of them that police are like moving their
Oh,
police
yeah,
station
yeah.
basically.
For the 6th.
Dang, chill, bro.
It's like, well, shit. If he's doing it, I got to. Now that's the guy I believe that was in Escape from New York. The guy, that
Yeah,
cut
the
himself
guy with
out.
the face. So, you know that one guy with the face.
That's pretty good right there. Some close-ups.
I wonder how they did that. They must have had like a little hose running down the back of the knife.
Yeah.
Now, do you remember
Yeah.
why they were doing this?
This.
Yeah.
This the initiation.
Okay.
There's also a bit of element of the two people that are groups that are foes join together
Yeah,
to fight
yeah.
a third foe.
Right,
The
yeah.
gangs. These are gangs that are joining
It's
together.
like a blood truce.
Yeah, and then you have criminals and
The enemy,
police.
the enemy of my enemy is my
The
friend.
Confederate soldiers and the North get together to fight the Indians.
Well, of a lot of people, and I didn't think about it, and Aaron, you'll love this, that this is a Western in a sense.
Yeah.
Because
Oh,
Carpenter
Everything
originally.
we watch is a Western.
Well, what
Everything we
I
love is Western.
in the interview I just saw with them, he wanted when they gave him the money, I think it was like $100,000 for this. Do you-
250.
Oh, okay. He wanted to do a Western, but they're like, there's no way he could do it on the money that they gave him.
Right.
With, horses and put all the
yeah,
costumes and stuff.
yeah.
So he said, well, I'll make a modern Western.
Yeah,
and
it's
this
a
is kind
siege.
of like
It's a siege on the sheriff's
like
office.
Rio Bravo.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
The Alamo.
The Alamo, yeah. yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Which, so this was kind of an early, like, modern,
Yeah, that's-
Western film. And it also has a lot of, once they get into the precinct, Night of the Living Dead. of them-
Oh, yeah, a
Them
lot of
being
that.
trapped inside. There's a lot of that. And the faceless bad guys outside.
Yeah,
Was this the only car that was the cop car? You only had one cop car for this whole thing, probably?
I think there was some more at the police station, but
Captain Collins. Hello there.
what was the set designing mostly like? Was it mostly centered around the precinct, and then a lot of these were just found locations?
yeah, everything was a location. The police station was shot in Venice in an abandoned police station.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was about to say, I don't think a police station would let you shoot a film about attacking a police station.
Right.
Oh,
We,
yeah,
uh,
this film wouldn't even be able
We
to
used
take
the
that.
jail cells there, but the rest of the was a set.
Was that
Oh.
just like a big stroke of luck of like, holy shit, we found this perfect
Nah,
location?
It was there. Other people shot it all the time.
Oh, you just knew. You already knew. it
Yeah.
existed,
Yeah.
Nothing for me to do there except stare at the packing crates.
Are there a lot of buildings like that around in California where it's just like
sir.
everybody knows, like they don't even rent it out because it's great as a set?
Oh, no, all
Rent it
the-
out for sets.
Oh yeah, there's
yeah.
the Bank of America.
It's just a
Is
property
the
used
people,
for film.
yeah, we shot there on the Mask. They shoot that place all the. Oh, it's a real deco inside.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was the same in Spider-Man 2, the bank heist was that same bank. And
Yeah.
that was
Make
the
it
same.
look like a bank, make it look like a train
dark.
It's
station.
like a very famous, because you've seen it in so many movies.
No, but basically because in LA, there's so much production work all the time. Even if it's an abandoned building, it's freaking people that own parking lots have fees for shooting.
there's
in
a
there.
lot of really cool looking interior
Or they
buildings
price
here.
gouge.
They-
when
everyone,
they know,
yeah.
when they
They're
know
like-
there's a bunch of
They're
people
like,
going to
hey,
be
I
in
have
town.
I have this shanty shack, and it's worth nothing. But when somebody's like, hey,
$5,000
can
a
I
night.
shoot that? It's like, yeah, here's the production cost.
There's little movie town sets that somebody would build, go out on a ranch and build,
Yeah.
and then they would leave it and walk away, and then people just keep coming back and changing it,
Well,
and
that
filming
was
it there.
Cecil B. DeMille. He buried the set of what was it, Cleopatra or whatever movie it was, and it's like they finally found it in the desert like 10 years ago.
And dusted
They
it off.
found pieces
Dusted
of
it
the
off.
Sphinx. Like it was like 40
I
sets
think
of
to
plaster.
this day it's still like the record for the largest set, or
maybe.
That was an interesting zoom in.
This is Napoleon Wilson.
it's an introduction to the badass criminal with a heart of gold though. Like
Looks very Western. Everybody's got mutton chops.
He's a bad guy, but he's got morals.
I don't enjoy driving anybody to death row. You try anything.
A lot of people say that this movie starts off really slow, but they have to establish.
I don't know. People got shot like
different
fish in a
characters.
barrel in the corridor. That wasn't really starting off that slow.
Well, you give them a little bit of action
Yeah.
right off the bat. Just be like, hey, this is the kind of movie you're in. Now we're going to set up our characters and let's see what happens to them.
Yeah, that's kind of similar pacing to The Thing too.
Yeah. Because each of these characters, to me, are very unique. Like, okay.
It's old Conway Twitty, man. He's a dirty, dirty fighter.
Yeah. I don't sit in chairs as well as I used to.
Get 'em out.
I love 70s films so much.
Oh, yeah, dude.
What they just look. I just love how they look.
It's the
Like you can't mimic that because it's like a mix of the 60s, but it kind of something changed around the 80s where it like something like it softened or something else.
Yeah.
But like these movies were so like stark. You know?
It's the way they were. I think it's just the technology at the time, the resource. Because 70s films do have a very distinct look to them.
Yeah.
What was that? That was a quote out of Boogie Nights when they were having that New Year's party in the 80s. It was like the 60s were groovy and the 70s sucks. Hopefully the 80s would be awesome.
Well, yeah,
And then-
the
and-
80s they have to be like awesome.
Yeah, and then also in why can't I think of the movie with Parker Posey and Ben Affleck, Dazed and Confused. Everybody's like in all the movies I've watched in the 70s, everybody just rips on the 70s like it's some lost decade that has an identity crisis.
Well, we still do that. We're like we blame everything on 2020
Yeah, that's
nowadays.
true,
We just blame things on the year and.
Well, I wasn't even saying it in comparison to other years. It's just there is a defined look that you can
Yeah.
say
Oh,
that's
yeah.
70s.
Yeah.
That looks like a set. That's what they were shot like then, and I think
Definitely
I think it's great.
Definitely that green felt jacket there. That's
Yeah.
I gotta miss you.
That's not the truth.
So Randy, this is the first production you worked on, right?
Yeah.
How did you get into this? Like what
You should
Did-
always tell it.
did something just come across you or
No, I knew somebody I went to school with, and he was a good friend of John Carpenter, and he was out. Both of them were out in L.A., and John got this movie going, and so my friend he knew I had a background in architecture and graphic design, and so we need some sets drawing. And so I went and started doing that, and they, we need a sign. So I just kept doing more and more work.
Yeah.
on it,
these small productions you got to wear many hats, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once they get somebody, they're like,
Yeah.
hey, can he do this too? Yeah, okay, well, instead of hiring somebody else.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you
how
get
it
to a
works
point
every
where you're
time.
like, okay, when do I like say like I want to keep working, but when can I like, yeah, sure, I could do that.
Whenever I did that movie, that little video with David, he like kept asking for edits, and I was like, God damn it, man. It's good. It's good.
That was fine, yeah.
Now these two characters,
He was a big soap opera star.
Oh, really?
And her sister,
She ended up being somebody, I think.
well, her sister was the little girl in Halloween.
Oh.
Kimmy and Kylie Richards. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they, having problems with their lives these days.
Oh no, like a lot of child actors.
Yeah.
I just remember these two from the ice cream truck scene.
That's the scene I want to.
Oh, that's all I remember.
We spent some time with these people before the ice cream truck scene.
What?
That one.
Yeah, just
I've never
wait.
seen this one.
That
Yeah.
was.
I've never seen it.
Yeah,
No?
no, wait. The ice cream truck scene's
I
gonna
haven't-
fuck you up.
I didn't know if that scene was going to make it in.
That's yeah.
It
When
was
we
like
get
the
there,
toilet
there's
flushing
one.
and Psycho. It's
There's
like,
one shot where I was like, "There's no way they
Yeah.
would. There's no way they would do that nowadays."
Yeah, that's the scene in Psycho that didn't make it, the toilet flushing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one shot in the sequence where I'm like, no way they would be able to get away with that nowadays. But like, kudos for y'all doing it and keeping it in the movie too.
To answer questions and to help you when you're in trouble.
That's not what they do now.
Because this is a lot of people would complain. They're like, man, who are these people? How are they important? Well, obviously, we wouldn't be spending too much time with these two characters if they weren't important to the plot somehow. So. How are they going to end up at the precinct? Like you start, he lets you spend enough time with them to start going, okay, and you think you figure it out, and you don't have it figured out.
this was a fun location to film in.
What? This looks
That's
like
a nice
This
location.
looks like a warehouse district or something. I don't know.
No,
What
this
is it?
is like South Central.
Oh, yeah,
I would
yeah.
say
Yeah, this is what it really
decaying
is.
neighborhoods. Yeah,
Gangs. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Why?
gangs are taking
Why?
over.
Why do you say it was fun?
It's kind of you got to keep your eyes open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in.
You try to get somebody who's trying to jack y'all.
Yeah, I've been in some hairy incidences.
Oh,
in these,
wow.
And you
on
don't
set?
have, you go into prep locations like this.
Yeah.
You don't have police. You're around there by
Yeah.
yourself
It's
Yeah.
just
doing this
you
stuff.
checking it out or a couple other people.
You get people coming, hey man, you got a cigarette?
Yeah.
And just like trying to fill you out. And
Right.
That's a nice car. I like that car. Anybody know what car that is?
It's an AMC.
Oh, nice.
It's
it means it falls apart at 50,000
Yeah,
miles.
there was
Oh,
a famous
come on.
story from the set of The Warriors when they were filming on the boardwalk. Because they were all dressed like gang members in that movie, that a real gang like came up and like popped knives on them and like, what the fuck are y'all doing out here? And they were like, okay, we're gonna stop filming for today. Like, we're just making a movie.
one of the extras brought his own gun.
Wow.
in California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
we won't
Hey,
name names.
beggars can't be
we won't,
choosers,
we won't
okay?
name names
Hey,
for
man,
what
hey.
extra.
I think the statute of limitations will run out. Maybe.
So that's
So is that the sign you were
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
That's all out of styrofoam, huh?
Yeah.
Just carving it up.
Yeah.
So what is this the exterior of? This was the.
This a police
This
station
is
in
the
Venice.
precinct. This
Yeah.
is precinct 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in the story. It's been being shut down, so it's not real busy. He's there just to oversee the transition of cleaning it out.
Oh yeah, to get yeah.
Yeah.
This guy's kind of from out of town. He's been sent in to
Are they like,
Like a cowboy.
transporting prisoners or whatever? Transporting those?
yeah.
Or-
He's been sent in like a cowboy would be sent
Oh,
in.
yeah, I see.
To
Yeah.
make sure everything goes the way it goes smoothly.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about that sign?
No, just
Oh,
that one
just
right
this one?
there.
Okay.
Yeah. It didn't matter. You can't read it. So.
Well, you don't want it to. That's the hidden art. Is you don't want it to be too prominent. You want it to look like
Yeah, but it said Anderson. as
it
opposed to-
exists. Yeah, yeah.
There's some good, just like bunch of location shots just from him. Like
And that wasn't even across the street. That
yeah,
was
that's what I
somewhere
was
in Hollywood,
thinking. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
somewhere
not
completely
that's not what's really across the street. Yeah.
Now that's the set. So
Oh, now you're inside
Yeah,
a.
it looks.
yeah.
You're on a stage or whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide behind them boxes later, and then.
Yeah, good thing all those boxes are against the windows already.
Wow, this precinct looks like it's from the late 1800s.
Yeah.
I'm Lieutenant Bishop.
Used to be an old saloon. That wrap around the front desk.
Oh yeah.
He's the bartender. This is the scene in the Western where the cowboy walks into the first saloon that he sees.
Yeah, they reuse
and he
this
asks
set.
the bartender who runs this joint.
They reused this set on Roadhouse. It was when they when they revitalized the Double Deuce.
Yeah. I mean, this is still playing out like a Western.
Hi,
I'm Lee.
Ethan Bishop.
This is Julie.
It's like Foxy Lady's working in this police station.
Things are
Was she
quiet.
really British?
For a change.
No.
You took over at the right time.
Apparently. When are you moving?
They shut off the phones and the electricity again tomorrow morning.
See, they're already setting up.
Yeah.
They've already shut
Would you
off.
like some coffee, Lieutenant?
Yes, thank you.
Just made some fresh. I'll get you a cup.
Thanks.
So this is just one room set right there, or is this actually? And then, like the jail cells are
The jail
or were
cells were at the real police
We're at the
station.
real on location. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're down in the jail cells, that was location,
Right.
But this is all
This is on stage.
Okay.
Fire company should be doing this. They're supposed to cut in at 5 o'clock.
So y'all had to set up all of this in there.
Yeah.
So, but because it was already being cleaned out, you kind of, I guess, you'd have to keep it kind of minimal. Since the police station was being closed out, it's got to kind of look like it's
just bring a bunch of furniture.
It's mostly
You
packed
don't even have
up.
to set it up.
Yeah, everything's mostly been packed up and moved out, so there's kind of minimal.
Right.
You got to make it look.
Are you telling me that the mid '70s police station still had a switchboard, or is that why they're moving out because this is so antiquated?
Yeah,
just
old and they're abandoning it.
I grew up 4 blocks from here.
You know, that probably speaks to like the white flight and everything, and instead of revitalizing this police station, just move out, let the South Central take it over.
The gangs
let it be reclaimed. This guy's like, nah, we're taking our last stand. It's gonna be the Alamo.
There you go.
Why did your father send you in here?
For using foul language because of my mother.
Old school.
What did you carve on the desk? Kind of advanced for a little kid.
They won't show us.
Your father or somebody obviously got you out of Anderson early enough.
They really set her up as like very tough, cool chick.
Yeah, she knows a lot, right?
Be right back.
Kind of Lauren Bacall-ish of the Humphrey Bogart movie.
Yeah, she's got those
one
Meg
took me
Foster
out of
eyes.
Anderson when I was a baby. I walked out myself when I was 20.
Enjoy your new police station.
I will.
For
Thanks for the coffee.
24 hours.
Yeah.
So this is a set and a stage. What percentage of this did you have to construct? Was there anything
All of it.
that so you had
Everything.
it from scratch? Yeah, just
Yeah,
all
it was
of that.
just an empty stage and everything was built.
Yeah. Was it mostly wood? Like
Yeah.
mostly- yeah.
Yeah.
8 aggravated assaults.
Man,
They're out there raping people.
so you're just on this like sound stage and you just gotta build all this, tear it down, and
Yeah.
hold on.
We got unwelcome visitors.
Could be the
Get him,
sunspots.
Rocky. You tell him what for.
I love this guy's
Pressure on the
hair.
atmosphere. I heard it on the radio.
At 7 o'clock, I'm going over to the new station on Ellendale.
I was wondering,
You take over here till Weaver comes
the
in.
guy like almost points that damn shotgun like right in his face.
All you do is answer the telephone and send
They're
over
showing like the animosity between the white guy that he's kind of being replacing. The black guy is kind of, he's not from around there. He's replacing them, but then when you look at the gangs, they're very interracial. We saw a black guy, white guy, and a Mexican when they were all like cutting themselves in
Asians,
arms. Yeah, so you see like the gangs can get along, but the supposed good guys, the cops, still like have this kind of
Central office wanted to give you
this animosity. He's not happy that this guy is there in his precinct.
That show got around fast.
Yeah, you saw that shot where all the gang members were in that car. Like one guy was a
like their
one guy
race
was
is not
yeah.
a problem to the gang members, but when the
Yeah. Well, one
in
guy
the
was like a
system.
stand-in for Che Guevara. It was like
there was a poor man's Che Guevara.
Yeah, and then
So what we're trying to say is some cops are bad.
Oh boy.
I'm not trying to say anything, Zach.
Oh boy. That's just.
I mean, yeah, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there you go. Now this scene was always really creepy.
Oh, that's cool.
But they
like that silence here.
I keep saying they, but you were there, Randy. I mean, just setting this guy up as like a complete psychopath.
What? He's gonna shoot the old lady?
They're spending a lot of time like letting us go. These are scary dudes.
Yeah.
So that when they're chasing us, we're like, no, they'll just shoot anybody.
Don't shoot that guy.
That really
Just
had
get his drink on.
That really sounded like the They Live score there for a second.
Oh, that ice cream truck.
Yeah, but there really weren't any white gangs in LA.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Probably
South
got
Central
their
LA
asses kicked.
in the
Not in
70s.
Well,
the white people weren't
bikers.
down there.
Bikers.
Yeah.
That was about
Hells
it.
Angels.
But
It was bikers. Yeah.
they never really claimed like certain neighborhoods. You know, they were
Those are clubs, guys. They're not.
those were
gangs.
clubs. They're called clubs.
Yeah. Huh.
This guy's shirt, the balloon shirt, looks like a blanket I had when I was a baby. But he notices that car.
This guy's got a tough job, man. Being the ice cream guy in that neighborhood.
But good on him. Like, he still goes down to the bad neighborhoods.
Hey, you give me all those Choco Tacos right now.
He's like, no, man, those little kids down there deserve to get some ice cream.
Oh, he's
But
packing.
he's
He's
packing.
packing. He's got to keep those.
Ice
He's got to
cream
keep
man
those
in
drumsticks
South
safe,
Central
man. You know,
LA.
shoot.
Just loose, hanging in his truck.
Yeah,
I got it if you want it. Any flavor.
That's so
Including 45 millimeters.
yeah. That's only comes in one size. 45.
You know, it really was bad. I mean, that's why they had to do all the RICO statutes and everything, and they had to make being affiliated with a gang of federal crime. And
I thought you were talking about ice cream men. So.
yeah, dude, the ice cream guys, they had turfs. Everybody knows they had turfs.
So Napoleon is kind of like our man in black, I guess,
Yeah.
kind of character. You know.
He's. There's always, like, his backstory was, he really shouldn't be there, but he was convicted. You know, he's not a hardcore criminal kind of thing.
When you're in my position.
Yeah, but he's just like, kind of like in 310 to Yuma.
Yeah.
The guy that's like, no, I'll go along with,
What do you want? Why, do I have to want something? You're a cop.
That guy looks like a distant cousin of Matt Damon.
You want to give me
Just like a big-headed Matt Damon.
Probably his uncle.
It's Matt Damon's drunk uncle.
You're not a
It's funny on the.
Well, Matt
None of
Damon's
these
from
cops-
Boston,
yeah.
and like everybody from Boston is a cop.
Is a cop. None of these cops have mustaches. They all have mutton chops.
Did you kill those men?
He drives a chopper.
70s. It's the 70s, dog.
Or he did then.
He did then?
Yeah.
Like a big stretched.
This guy looks
Front-out
exactly
chopper?
like this guy named Daryl Dodd. You ever heard Do you ever heard my new Tony Lamas? That song?
Mm-mm.
Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Something strange about you.
It's country. It's very country.
Okay, so I'm... okay, I totally got thrown off for a second. I was trying to figure out how these characters get to the same precinct. But see, that's the thing. All these different side stories are all about to come together soon.
Yeah.
That's like
Hey,
some people were
these guys
confused.
been fucking with me.
They're
They
like,
fuck with you too.
well, because right
Yeah.
now, if you've never seen this movie, kind of benefits from repeat viewings because you'd be sitting there right now going, well, what the fuck about that little girl and her dad? Like, why did we spend 5 minutes with them? But then he comes back to it. It ties it all together.
These guys are sick as hell, man.
I'm not falling back.
I demand prison reform. These guys are sick as hell.
Quarantine them.
This is like the thing, man. You got this sick dude
It's a
chained up
nasty
to
cough.
this guy. Like, come on, dog.
The man is sick.
He's got
coronavirus.
Randy.
Yeah,
he's got kennel cough, man.
They
He's
got a
gotta let him go. He's got
They
kennel
got
cough.
kennel cough.
Quarantine the sick.
Yeah, kennel cough.
What's the closest precinct?
Ah, there it is.
That's what it is.
Is he gonna say it? Is he gonna say it?
Anderson.
I thought he'd say
Because
precinct
probably
13.
when they were still thought it was going to be Anderson Alamo. So
I think
technically
even the precinct number I think on the sign was wrong. It's a different.
Oh, really?
different precinct. Yeah.
So that was totally after the film was done.
Right. Yeah.
Sounds good though. Sounds good.
Wait, did you think that was probably a studio move, huh? They probably just
it
came
was
in
done
and said,
in post. Yeah. We need a
said
different
no.
name. I've had that happen a lot. The name changes when it comes out.
Well, they have working
like,
names
people-
too, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
They do like working names.
Yeah, sometimes there isn't a name, or it's completely made up to confuse people.
Or somebody just didn't like that Alamo was in it. And they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know what you could be referring to.
And you
so
got to have speculation. They'll be like,
we don't want to make anybody mad.
well, there's this project going on right now that's got The Rock attached to it, but it's called Bubblegum Dreams, and you
Yeah.
don't really know. But then when
Then
it
it's
comes
Ju-
out,
then
it's
it's
like
Jumanji,
Kamikaze
yeah.
Tide. Yeah.
Well, that's why Return of the Jedi was called Blue Harvest.
Yeah.
Is the Ice Cream Man going to get to use his little pop gun today?
I don't know, man. He sure does have his head on a
All I
swivel.
know is that little girl's going to get shot, isn't she?
Good ups on the Ice Cream Man. Like, he is
They're
watching
going
that
to
fucking
shoot a
neighborhood.
kid in this movie, aren't they? Don't tell me.
He's watching the neighborhood, man.
I think we should do a spin-off movie with the Ice Cream Man who's a vigilante. Like, he rolls
It'd
through...
be David Lee Roth. I'm the ice cream man.
he just rolls through packing. Just keeping the kids safe. Just rolls through packing.
He does scat in that
Well, he
shit.
notices that the car, that badass car.
Yeah.
He's seen it a couple times.
This guy's
He's been in a hood. He knows.
okay.
I love a good theme.
That sounds like that had hints of The Thing.
It's late, sweetheart. I'm closed.
The music's still playing.
Smart girl.
Uh-oh.
He's like, all right, hurry up. What do you want?
Oh, look, the
Yeah,
music
yeah.
stopped.
I just throw a drumstick real quick and be like, get out of here, kid. Scram,
Scram, kiddo.
Can I get an ice cream?
Tell your pops to get you home.
What flavor?
Vanilla twist.
Bitch, all this for just vanilla?
Hey, man, they're not from this neighborhood, dude. They just vanilla, bro. Just vanilla's fine. Oh, damn!
Shit!
And surround sound, that would have been a really big jump scare.
Give you my money, just don't hurt me, please.
Give me all your ice cream money.
Robin and Ice Cream Man.
They don't rob him. They're just trying to kill people.
That's oddly sexual.
What's in there?
He had the whole silencer in there. But
That's like a Luger. That's
It's a
like
Mauser.
A Mauser, yeah. That was a weird looking gun.
That's one of the first Sibbiatos, and they used in the war. Germans used it.
Was that a strategic pick to make it because they're poor? or
No,
something?
we did it for as interesting. We just
You fucking see the shot.
What?
Oh yeah.
Like, that fucking shit is crazy. Usually you'd see him point the gun and hear the shot and know that he killed her. But they put a fucking squib on her chest.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
How did that make the edit? Killing kids?
Rated R.
There's no
man.
way they'd be able to get away with it these days.
Infanticide has
But that's
really gone
awesome.
down in popularity over the years, so it's kind of like, yeah.
I mean, but good on her too. She's a good little actress. She took that squib and still like
Because they hurt.
yeah. She probably was a little dazed. I mean,
Yeah.
that's crazy. 1976. Good for y'all.
So like you
Breaking
killing
down
kids
barrier,
and shit.
killing kids.
you were in charge of like the knife and Halloween and the
Well, so
grips
many
on it.
directors are
A lot of those
just
props.
scared
Yeah.
to do that. You know?
Did you have any of the pick on that Mauser? Like, was that some of your idea?
we just
input?
went to the gun rental place.
Okay.
And just said, give us one of these, one of those,
Give
one
me
of
one
these, and we
cool
just
guy.
that
got
must have been a fun day.
a whole bunch of guns, threw them in the
Today's
van.
the day we go figure out what guns we're using.
I was like, is it because they're gangs and they're broke and they get World War II surplus guns?
well, they probably robbed a pawn
That's
shop. Or
all.
Oh, yeah,
something.
maybe.
The characters probably.
In those days, you could just you could just go in and rent the guns and go put them in your truck. And
Oh, you
go
didn't
to
need
the
to have
shoot.
like special licenses, and it has to
they
have
were
a lock on it at
fully
all
functioning
times.
guns. We
Yeah.
See, so
the
the-
prop van was just loaded with guns at
Yeah.
any given time.
He
It's
had
up
like
to
a
you to
shoe
get blanks.
organizer for his gun.
So the dad somehow
got your
knew,
45.
somehow knew that the gun was in the ice cream truck, and he's going to chase the.
Wait, did he
the
just
gang
like
members.
leave the body of his daughter on the sidewalk? Is that what he just
I
did?
guess so.
Well, he's got chased. He knows.
You
it's
can't
not
let them
good.
get away. I mean,
I think I'm just gonna take her to the hospital first.
I mean, no. He put the jacket.
I mean,
over
she
her
would.
face.
She would dead.
He put the jacket over. her.
Still doing that.
What a horrific!
Did you?
Some lady's gonna get off work. I'm gonna walk my dog
you,
today, and then
did you
come
make that
across
sign?
scene.
Yeah, that was a real beauty one.
It's like, man,
Well,
that
it had
one's
to have that homemade look, so
Yeah.
he made it. In the movie.
Oh, he did.
Well,
Yeah. Oh, and I was like, did he actually make it? That's getting character right there.
Really good lettering, yeah.
I mean, somebody took their time. So he's like, yeah, why the hell is this bus pulling in here? We're closed, you guys.
Got a sick prisoner. Got to stop it.
You can't stay here. This is where...
Hello, Lieutenant. Special Officer Starker.
Ethan Bishop.
I'm on my way to Sonora with 3
Well, we don't have the
prisoners.
crew, we don't have the manpower to take on all these extra
Well, I
prisoners.
don't know, but I'd like to put them in your holding tanks until I can call a doctor.
I guess you didn't see the sign.
That I was just hammering. I was just hammering it, dude. I know you saw me.
Right by.
I know you saw me out there.
You were probably like, I wonder what he's hammering into the ground.
If you just get back on the main boulevard, go about 10 blocks.
I don't have a lot of time to discuss it. Now,
That
what
guy
man
looks
has
familiar,
is
See,
though.
no, he looks like fucking Matt
All of us
Damon's
will have.
drunk ass uncle.
Now, the sooner we put him in the holding tanks, and I get on the
I mean, his
phone
hair
with
gets
the
more and more disheveled. I mean, I think he's getting drunker as it goes along. I heard something that Donald, one of the actresses, Donald Pleasance on one of the Halloween films, that when she was so young, she didn't get it until she met him, I guess, years later at a reunion. She's like, I always wondered what was on Donald Pleasance's breath, and now that I'm older, I know it was bourbon.
That's funny. So now, this is the abandoned police station
Yeah.
set.
So this is
There's
on
a mixture,
location.
yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than a cheesy movie jail set.
Oh, yeah, it
with
has to look
PVC
real.
pipes.
Yeah.
You know,
The
you got to
weight.
do the real stuff.
You need that
you know.
iron, you need that sound.
Well,
that
this,
clack.
because we're getting close to the point where it's all going to be interior, right?
Right.
I mean, once the sun goes down, they start
Yeah.
the assault.
Yeah.
And the lighting, some of the lighting in this, with the bars across their faces, the lighting in this movie, for considering the low budget, what y'all had to work with, is pretty amazing at times. Even that right there,
Yeah. Do you know how much of this was? Did they do any ADR during this, or was it all on site? The sound.
Sorry.
Oh, no, they did some ADR.
Yeah.
Yeah. You always.
I know
always do.
you have to, but
Yeah.
like, what percentage do you think?
Oh, anytime doors shutting, closing.
Yeah, that's ADR.
Yeah, anything that's not a voice,
Yeah,
pretty much.
they just don't even bother with audio.
Don't even bother with it.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah, because you're just going for dialogue.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
and and then you get your ambient room
tone.
I've always wanted to try that just to do it. Because it's building the soundscapes, and it's like maybe that's why. I like the soundscape so much.
Yeah,
I mean, most movies are like that. It's just you can't tell.
Oh yeah, I mean even the sound of her footsteps right there.
Oh yeah.
The first foaling session I
heels.
went to was just blew me away.
Yeah.
I was just watching these people. They're amazing.
It's like, okay, we need this, we need this
They
sound,
just
we
look at the screen and they're doing stuff and walking and tapping and.
I love that. Yeah, putting their hands in gravel.
It's like
to
this
make
guy
the
can get
sound
it.
of-
He can get it in the first take. Swear to God, just describe it to him. He's got it.
I love it
They're
when
watching a fight
when they
scene.
put that stuff on DVDs.
There's like
and
a
you
fight
can
scene
watch
happening.
those
The guy
guys.
has like an assortment of 5 different sized watermelons, and he slaps each one like.
Yeah, they're slapping fish and stuff.
I don't think
for the
I'm just
fight
going to
punch
buy a sound effects package. I'm going to myself.
Well, now there's that
Can you imagine?
library.
I'll just put
slapping fish.
There's
Yeah, I
that,
forgot
there's
to
that
do
sound effect library online
There's
now.
so many.
That's just millions and millions of files.
Oh, there's all
that-
kinds.
There's many. Yeah.
That's big money. Like
It's just all there now.
I mean, there's a business in itself of giving people sound effects so they don't have to slap watermelons.
Bang tilapias together.
Now this is what I think is cool about this movie.
This guy has a freaking arsenal of silenced.
Yeah, they keep showing that like all their guns are silenced.
What?
This man has no fear of death.
Well, he's about to die.
Damn.
Yeah, but he did not even care that he did. He's like a zombie.
See, yeah, like the dude that kills the girl that we think is going to be set up as like the main antagonist, bad guy leader.
He's dead.
Is fucking dead, which I love that because then it's just like all these other gang members and instead of it like coming to a head with the
this guy's gonna go to the precinct and report what happened,
and he's gonna lead them
and
all
then
there.
he's gonna be
Yeah, see, they all see their what we assume, I guess, was a leader
comrade.
type.
Yeah,
or just their comrade.
No, I mean he's just a crazy. He's like the
They're
crazy
like, man,
guy.
that dude just killed a little girl earlier today.
That's one of my favorite, I guess, tropes in movies or types of movies is like where it's not just like an antagonist protagonist. It's like three different people's paths of crossing, and this is
very
what's
Western.
gonna happen.
Yeah, see, because now we're getting into like kind of a Night of the Living Dead vibes. That he's helpless out there. He doesn't have any guns, But he just pissed off all these guys. A little bit of the Warriors right here too, kind of feeling like just they're coming out of dark. They're coming out of the darkness and they're all silent.
When did Warriors come out? Early 70s?
79.
Yeah, it was after this. Yeah,
79.
So this probably kind of inspired the Warriors.
Oh,
I bet it had a heavy.
I'm sure. Yeah,
heavy influx. I mean, I actually think. Oh God, what's her name? I think Deborah Hill worked on Warriors.
I love that shot.
They won't cross the street though. Look,
I just like the.
Look, yeah, they're just standing there. They won't cross the street.
This is a western. It's a western.
I like the signs though. I like how the "Do Not Enter" signs are put up, and it's kind of signifying like this is not the police station. This is the neighborhood.
Yeah,
where you
this
don't
is not
enter,
where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
And this guy's coming here. He's like, man, I'm just the night janitor. Man, dude, I'm just like trying to switch this thing over.
This is the
God
classic, man, 2 days to retirement, man. 2 days.
I'm too old for this.
2 days and I was out, man, and these gangs show up and decide to full-on attack
My last assignment was shutting down a precinct.
This was my last night, man. I was packed up and ready to go, and you fucking came running in here.
You better bar them doors. See, here's the thing: is like, are you just gonna tell them you shot a guy because they shot your little girl? Like, what are you gonna tell them? When you show up?
He's honest, man. He'll do it, or he tries.
Continue holding. Police doctor.
Be like, yeah, I shot him, and I'll do it again.
I hope he burns in hell.
There's nobody out there.
Let's try to.
Yeah, you could probably turn
Cheney, help me take him to the captain's office.
Turn it up.
Come on. Hello. I just got cut off.
Do you have a blanket somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay, wrap him up.
Did you interact with Deborah very much on the set of this? Deborah Hill?
Yeah.
Did you? I've always just heard great things about her.
Yeah, she was good. Really liked working with her.
Sadly,
It's such a small crew, man.
Passed
Like,
away in 2005.
Well, she was the script supervisor on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Lieutenant, you run the station like.
But
I mean,
when
she was involved with, all.
She was
pretty much everything
writing and
Carpenter
producing.
did,
Yeah, they were a team.
Producer,
Yeah.
yeah. I thought she was involved with the Warriors, but I don't see this on her list. I thought she was somehow connected to the Warriors as well.
What about the
But I was wrong.
I feel like there's a Casio keyboard jump scare coming up.
Bam, yeah, like a face, and that's
yeah.
Now what?
Power failure?
The streetlights are still on.
I mean, y'all were good at setting up the suspense.
That's some film noir right there. The blinds.
Oh yeah, the
man.
blinds. Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I love
The
that.
blinds have really work.
That
Hit
that
home,
lighting
dude.
through the blinds is pretty great. Look. Oh, let's go see what's going on outside.
Oh, damn!
Oh shit!
What's
2
going-
days to retirement.
Officer down.
Cheney just fell down.
Oh,
Cheney just fell down.
She didn't know they got shot because they're using subsonic
Yeah.
rounds. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which
And
is
she's
that's a misnomer. They're not. I mean, to get that sound, you don't use silence. You use subsonic rounds.
There's the one like, yeah, he's like, oh shit, they out here shooting at us.
Put a mop in the door handle.
He didn't fall. He was shot.
Kind of some
Maybe
like
don't-
Night of the Living Dead vibes.
You know, I've said that like twice.
I don't ever listen.
Yeah, this is the part where it definitely gets into the Night of the Living Dead.
See, you
vibe.
just blow your load way too
The
early. You got to
the
wait for
siege.
the scene, like I do.
Why would anybody?
It's called feel.
It's called.
You got to feel it out. Oh damn.
Yeah, they're
Lock the doors.
very militaristic.
Yeah, like all these random gangs.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever like sit around on set and like give all these guys like backstories, like the gangs and stuff, while you're waiting for the right sunshine or something?
Nah.
Get out.
This is a pretty good
That was a good
scene.
fall. That was a really good fall.
Guys, get inside.
We got a lot of quick deaths right here in this scene.
It's like shit just got real.
Those are some good squibs too.
Yeah, they are good squibs. Squibs must have been a lot cheaper back than they are now.
Yeah.
They're like $60 a squib now.
I'm looking at the lighting, Tim, and you said
I
earlier.
was being asked the other day about what did I think about the lack of blood on Halloween, and
yeah,
it was it wasn't a slasher movie. It was a horror movie, and it wasn't about that.
Right.
Whereas this is,
it's been accredited as starting the slasher genre, though.
Absolutely.
But if you go back, it's not gory like the other ones. I mean, where they really upped the gore factor.
But they never mentioned this one. But the one before it was just a lot of blood.
This is so much more violent than Halloween.
Oh yeah, a
absolutely.
kid gets shot.
A kid gets shot
on screen.
A kid gets shot through the ice cream cone into the heart.
Oh yeah, it did go through the ice cream.
Yeah,
cone,
it's
what a sick bastard to write that.
Pretty good shot.
Yeah, it is. That is funny. Yeah.
Now this had been just.
Wait, so did people freak out about Halloween being violent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because there was teenage girls there. Now,
what
was that? Was that all squibs on glass right there?
No, they're shooting ball bearings.
Okay.
Through air
BBs
guns.
or something? Yeah.
Oh, through air
Just to kind of, okay.
Yeah.
Like getting a paintball, but
I was going to say, like shooting a paintball gun or something.
A marble or something, instead.
You have squibs someplace.
There was nobody anywhere near that glass either.
No.
Right?
No, it's all breakaway anyway.
Yeah.
So
really?
Yeah, that's all breakaway glass.
So you could just set it back up again and...
Yeah.
That must have been fun. Just like everybody inside, just get down, and we're just.
So what was it?
We're just going to shoot.
Was it just a pane? Like, what is breakaway glass? Is it just a pane?
It's used to,
and then
they call
you
it
take the trim
candy.
off.
They call it candy glass because in the old days it was made with sugar.
Sugar
but
glass.
it was very, very yellow and not that clear.
Okay.
This stuff is made with a resin now, and it is clean.
David had the breakaway bottles the other day, and I tasted it because I thought it was sugar glass. I was like, it's not sugar. It's plastic.
Yeah.
It's just plastic.
Now they use that. They also use a lot of tempered glass. It's harder. You don't really shoot at that. You put a charge in it.
Yeah.
To break it.
That tempered glass is really hard, but also really brittle.
Yeah. So they use just a charge right on the glass itself as opposed to shooting it because you just get that one. It's like windshields are the same way in cars. Although when that guy was being shot at by the gangs when they had that shootout, we couldn't afford a windshield in his car, so they have wax bullets they'll shoot, and they hit and splatter. You'll see those from time to time when an actor's too close on the windshield. It's a wax ball.
Oh yeah,
it's a quick.
Yeah, you cut off of it. It gets that splatter like spider webbing,
and it's just a quick cut. So that way,
but if you froze it, you can see it smush.
Right.
Huh.
So nothing gets in anybody's eyes.
I've never heard of
something.
that. Yeah.
I think I saw one in bullet.
I bet if I see it the first time, you're going to see it every single time it happens.
Yeah.
After that.
Yeah.
It's very convincing, though. You
Yeah.
don't spend a lot of time
because there's a
with it.
color to it. It's a slight color to it. That's
If you know what you're looking for, you can see it.
Right.
Is it clear? Like it's like
opaque?
opaque?
It's waxy color, like candle waxy color.
What, like a white?
Yeah,
opaque?
yeah.
Like a lipness.
So it kind of glazes. The
Yeah.
Right off the bat, we get this moment right here again with this tiny little hallway. I mean, the lighting is so great.
Yeah,
with so little space for y'all to work in.
So the lighting, like I was thinking about it, and like back in these days, you had to have the right kind of light. But I think by this point in the 70s, like mid 70s, like they're not just getting out black and white, but I guess I don't know. I mean, they were still like the sound stages and like theatrical lighting was still like there were really good lighting directors.
This is it's much more brightly lit than they let on. You just
or maybe the lights were the technology was better. I don't know.
Yeah, well, this also is really interesting set to light. It's like lighting a tunnel or lighting whatever. The power's out. There's no practical lights out. This whole set's supposedly
Generator?
being lit. They don't
lit
have
from
a
the outside,
generator.
yeah.
No
So
generator?
everything's being lit supposedly from moonlight, street lights. So, but when you look in here, I mean, you have to.
You had electricity on site.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is set. No, but but in the storyline, there's no power.
There's no
There's
power.
no practical
So it's
lights on the set.
Yeah, it's moonlight.
But, look at it. It's
Street
lit.
lights.
It's
Yeah.
lit with movie lights inside, but you have to be very soft. I mean, look at that cup. That's not lit, lit from
And a lot more
from the
hard
moon
light,
It's always when you're doing a tunnel, there's no windows, there's no light fixtures, but you have to have some kind of light. Or even when you're outside, there's always some light way off that they're hidden to give you so you can kind of see the sky.
Yeah,
So it's a real tricky balance of lighting a set when there's supposedly
You're mostly
no
like,
light
you're,
source.
you're just outlining everything.
And then this is also, it makes it even harder because you have two actors that have very different skin tones.
Absolutely.
So he is going to be really hard to light in contrast.
I
with her.
read an article about film types.
And
well, we talked about that. Yeah, we talked about black
people
and,
in
black
every
and white
skin.
films.
Like, and they didn't even figure out like the right Kodak or Eastman or whoever was making the film. Like, it was formulated more for white skin tones, and they had to figure out how to make it light up darker skin tones.
Right. Had to be, less contrasty.
Well, yeah,
what's he got in there? A bazooka?
and
Is he pulling out a bazooka?
No, I don't think so. That's why the women they're wearing brighter colored clothes,
like apricot. Yeah.
See? She's got a yellow, and the other girl's got kind of a brighter, or a flesh tone top.
I can't get this open.
So you can see them.
Well, because they show up a little bit better. Because, like he's saying, you basically just have like lights on stands, right? And the viewer assumes that that's a street light shining in.
What are you doing with that thing? We should be figuring a way to get out of it.
You got any suggestions? Huh?
This has definitely got Night of the Living Dead. Like,
Communication
communication starts breaking down inside. They're stuck. They don't know how many enemies are outside.
Okay. We're in the middle of a city. Inside a police station.
We're safe. We're totally safe.
Someone is bound to drive by eventually.
Somebody's going to come for us. We're not in a total.
We got two white women in here.
We're at a police station, damn it.
Yeah, we're not in a totally abandoned neighborhood in a totally abandoned police station in a totally abandoned part of the city. Okay,
and these guys are so
never mind. We are. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and the guy that just left here, who's
we're screwed,
and we just got full on attacked by the city gangs.
People died.
A lot of cops.
A lot
of cops just died, and prisoners. Yeah.
And some little girl,
and a little girl.
Some little girl.
I don't even know what her name is, honestly.
There they are.
Vanilla girl.
Patricia. Okay.
Vanilla Twist girl.
I don't know. I just made that name up.
Her dad's like,
sounded right.
Had to have that fucking ice cream, dude.
That's a lot of goons.
That's a lot of dudes, man.
So what was the extras like on this set? Because none of the extras were credited in the beginning. It's just
extras usually aren't.
Were they given
yeah, they don't get a.
They're given like some ham sandwiches or something.
They would CGI that shit, but like now, you can't. You got to have the bodies to do those kind of scenes.
That's a lot. That's a lot of extras.
It looks so
That's
good.
pretty good because the lighting again. You can see the guys in the background and the foreground.
It's a lot of extras too.
Like it makes me think of Jordan Peele. Us,
yeah.
How they move and like the silhouetting and.
What's like how they're coming together.
Yeah. They're almost like one.
They're
birds.
They're like pushing the police out of the town. They're basically saying, "This is it. This is the Alamo."
Oh, they got a sign.
Oh, they're probably coming to make peace, you guys.
20% off first responders.
They've got a flag. I think it's white. I think they're here to surrender, you guys.
It's white with blood on it.
It's got some red on it.
No, I think it's okay. Let's just go.
He's like, I'm going to shoot my 32 snub nose. Oh, that's their bowl of blood from the beginning. Look at that.
It's kind of cult kind of thing they got going on.
Yeah, it's kind of a voodoo vibe.
That never worked. It should have been late.
Yeah, I bet you wanted it to go flat out, yeah.
They did that.
Please don't cut back. It's going to be flat. Oh, you couldn't get it to lay out flat.
What's it
because
say?
of like the wet paint that was.
What's it supposed to say?
No, it was. It's hard.
Like,
it's hard to do to throw
person.
it out and read it. You'd have to weight it. And,
you have to weight each end like a shower curtain.
I mean, they could have had two guys go on the end and go.
That would be something on a bigger budget. You would just come back and do an insert of that. You'd have a crew just stand there for hours throwing it till you got it right.
And just
from this just like move on. You know, it's not.
Yeah,
it's not a big
three
deal.
guys would be there all day.
You have to find the
right.
grip that was like a magician on the side. You know, like he's like, oh, come on.
It's like fourth unit director,
but he couldn't do it because it wasn't the right
key grip.
You know, like.
Well, don't give me that civilized look.
So then we gotta have our one character that's gonna panic a little bit.
He came in here for help.
It kind of looks like my ex, so I'm kind of like, gotta chill out a little bit. RX.
She's got this very fucking Sesame Street vibe.
No.
Like she's never seen anything ever bad.
Get them out of the cells.
Are they going to arm the prisoners? Be like, y'all helping us out tonight, boys. Unless y'all want to die.
Are they? They're like pushing the cars.
Yeah.
Using them as moving cover.
Yeah.
So they're ex-military. We got this figured out.
Pretty much.
They've just seen a lot of old cowboy movies. They're like just.
Is this a commentary on the Vietnam War?
Circle the wagons, boys.
Get out front. Quick.
I think everything that came out in the 70s had a little bit of
Vietnam.
Something about
some kind of thing.
Somebody knocking on the door?
Oh yeah.
Sure is. Yeah. Remember this part.
Hi.
Oh dang. Just got shot right in the arm. She's like she ain't phased at all.
She ain't budge.
God, she is a freaking badass.
You know that women can handle pain tolerance a little more.
Yeah, they can. They have a higher pain tolerance than us. They do. Damn!
Oh!
Yeah. Got him.
Get him, Daryl! Get his ass!
Oh!
That was
that was
convincing.
Oh,
it was convincing. Real. There was a piece of wood in there.
I was gonna say,
and when he did that, it cracked. It broke. Sounded like bone.
Oh, that was good.
That was a good effect.
That was good.
The throw into the.
It was like a mop handle or something.
No, it was pretty good. Yeah. It wasn't a dowel. It was about that big around piece. But they did a little scoring on it.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a good trick.
It sounded.
It sounded fantastic.
The sound sounded real.
Yeah. The sound sounded fantastic.
But then even like just the weight stopping for a second and then coming through.
Everybody on set was like, "Oh,
oh, wait." See, watch this. He's fucking Napoleon's a badass.
So he just threw it to a prisoner. He was like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
And he was
He's
badass.
like Johnny Cash.
That's like the great part where like they're like it's that unspoken.
Yeah.
All right, I can trust you.
So we got the good, the bad. Who's the ugly?
Well, who's the ugly?
See, I'm gonna try to negotiate. I'll be like, hey, you talk to the judge. I'm getting out. I helped you guys. Like, come on.
Like you're like, well, I just saved your life though, right?
Hey man, but you're
gonna remember that, right?
You come to my trial.
Yeah, you're showing up.
August 17th. All right.
You're gonna be a character witness, right?
You show up to my court case, right?
You would tell him I did that, right?
I mean, it is self-preservation, but still, shoot.
This is just creepy. I mean, it's like fucking zombies.
Man, I know those were vintage blinds, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
the blinds on the set are used to good effect too. It really is. It adds a lot of dramaticism.
Well, you can't see
the sound when you hear them start coming through them.
It adds a lot of dramaticism, like coming through the blinds, and
it's that distinct sound that everybody recognizes.
And we didn't have money for backings out the window, so it's just flash.
Blind. That makes sense. Yeah.
You said y'all were shooting this at night, or that was Halloween?
Oh, we shot Halloween at night and day. Both.
A lot of Halloween was night for day.
Yeah, and then a lot of this was also shot, that exterior, a lot of night shooting.
Yeah.
Because not a whole lot of day, but it's all going in tonight.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So I remember I used to hear like in the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, they would be filming in the house, but it was supposed to be nighttime, so they were throwing like thick black cloths over the windows so the sun wouldn't be getting in. Yeah. And it was getting so fucking hot that the actors were passing out and shit because they couldn't breathe in there.
Apparently the day that film takes place was like yesterday or today.
What?
Today is the day that that film opens August 18th.
Oh yeah.
Whatever 70 whatever.
No, yeah, you're right. That's right.
Oh,
so happy anniversary.
Look at her. She had the smarts. She had the smarts to go down there and go. Yeah, just go. They're just gonna come down this hallway one at a time. I can just fucking shoot them.
Yeah, she's bottlenecking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So is she the ugly?
No.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Have you been watching this movie?
I'm kidding.
Nah, he's the ugly.
Yeah.
He's the ugly. She's the bad, and the lieutenant's the good. That's how it goes. Yeah.
So that was the second wave of attacks.
Did
anybody die that
he
time?
Might be
that guy's wounded, huh? Or he just?
I don't think he got wounded.
No.
He was just being a coward.
He's just
huh?
like, man, I'm sick of this shit.
He just kind of sat there.
Yeah.
$20. I'm here for $20. I'm gonna do a goddamn thing. Mixed up in all this bullshit.
Oh no.
Oh dang.
Well,
that's what you get for being a coward, you know?
We kind of figured she was
that's a moral thing they posit in this movie.
It's like, we got two women, and this one's really badass, so we're just gonna...
Well, it's the Western thing. Somebody's got, it's a casualty. Somebody.
Sad music. Ooh, that's good. Electric piano.
That's like Casio keyboard, man.
It's got everything. It's got everything you need.
They really got the money's worth out of that first keyboard he bought.
I think it was a Yamaha.
It was a stage piano.
We'll have to, if we remember to pull it up in the movie's over. He tours now with his son and stuff. He still does this theme.
Fuck yeah, he
should. In his live shows, and you can see it on YouTube. It's fucking awesome.
Randy, did you know that Carpenter tours and does his music now, right?
Yeah. I heard he was in Houston.
Yeah, he was.
He was not that long ago.
Yeah. And
maybe a year
or
two ago.
He does South by Southwest in Austin sometimes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it'd be hard
if that
to
ever happens again.
Yeah.
Randy, you think you can have some tickets, dog?
Right. Yeah.
You calling a favor with your old buddy?
Did you call Tommy?
I'll drive. I'll pay for the tickets, man.
I'll pay for it.
You hook that shit up. That'd be dope.
It's wild. It's an experience. He'll play themes and project it.
Legitimately like his soundtracks a lot.
I do too. Yeah.
He
does things that are not soundtracks. He has original music that aren't soundtracks that are great.
Yeah, really good. He does theming.
Well, he did a lot of writing. I mean, back at this point.
I've got an album that John Carpenter, Tommy Lee Wallace, and Nick Castle, The Thing, and Halloween, they cut an album.
What?
Have you ever heard? I should bring it. Yeah.
Oh, you should bring it.
That sounds like it's awesome.
Bring that?
You let me have it so I can rip it,
and then he'll give it back to you. Yeah.
And then I'll give it back. No, you come over. That sounds awesome.
I would love to hear that.
Is this it didn't get released? It was just like a cut.
They had it.
Or just unused music for...
No, they put it out. I don't think
it's a deep cut,
sold
man.
anything.
Yeah.
They gave me a copy. I'll have to find it.
I know that
cool. Yeah, find that.
A lot of the music, a lot of the original music that he does in his concerts and stuff was basically unused stuff, ideas that he had for films that he didn't use.
Right.
And then was like, I'm just going to finish this.
He'll mix that in with the themes.
I couldn't find a movie to put this in, but...
They were the Coupe de Villes. Was their name?
The Coupe de Villes?
Yeah. I have to look because I just got all my records out. I've been set up my stereo for. I had never done that since I moved here. I just did that the other day.
Good.
I'll look for it.
Good. Yeah. Please do. Let us know.
That'd be a treat.
There'll be squad cars here in 5 minutes.
I can't remember what sounds. I play.
I don't care if it sounds like shit. It's cool.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good though. I mean, was it like a band?
Yeah, they formed a band.
Like drums and...
Well, if you ever see the video on Big Trouble Little China, the song that he did for that, he was trying to get a band going, basically.
See, you got directors that they write. You got directors that I'm a camera director. You have these directors that have their passion projects, but you got to have respect for the guy that writes his own music. You know, how many guys do?
Would they just call that acetylene?
And do a good job of
acetylene.
Right.
Well, I mean, on this movie he wrote, directed,
into the music
and scored it,
co-produced.
He always
scored it. Yeah,
you gotta want it, man. You gotta fucking want it. I mean, how many people were working on this movie, you know? Like,
that was a small crew. I couldn't.
What, 20, 30 people?
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
20, 30 people on a film. I don't know what's the budget was.
50 extra.
250.
It's a $250,000.
This but here it says 100,000.
Does it?
See, that's what
maybe
that's
it
what
was.
that's what I had heard earlier.
I don't know why I thought.
Well, well, you see the budgets on the
Or
newer
it's
movies. They don't
inflation.
count the advertising.
Maybe it
You
was
gotta get the
100. I
production.
always thought it was 250, but
Yeah, I mean-
I know it was very.
It was
very
low.
very low.
See, this was the spooky part. They moved all their cars back. They picked up any dead bodies. Like the gang members have made it look outside like nothing has even happened.
They're kind of like
So-
a metaphysical kind of force.
So there's a drive-by cop.
If a random drive-by cop, he's not going to think anything's going on.
We killed a dozen of them, and that's nothing happened.
Oh, it's just
He's
all
like,
Precinct. They
yeah, he's
shut
like
it
we
down,
killed
it's
like
got bullet holes.
he's like we called this a dozen of them, but they like cleaned up their bodies.
Yeah, he's
pretty
like, show the
fast.
bodies. Yeah, they have none.
When? Are we in the third act? You want to do a cheers to the third act?
Yeah, let's do a little cheers.
Okay.
Cheers to some heavy.
Third act, how much is left? I
Some
guess
heavy noir vibes, some survival vibes.
2 waves of attack.
We got 26 minutes. Counting credits.
There's no credits.
Yeah, I think we got our credits already.
Cheers. Gotta live a third act.
Cheers. So this is
It all comes together. Or does it?
I think in this set was the only time I really was on a movie where you shot a whole lot in sequence.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we couldn't
Okay.
afford to put
Really?
it back together, and you had to sort of shut this whole destruction thing from beginning to end.
Oh, yeah.
You couldn't fix all
That's
the
right.
bullet
Yeah,
holes and shit.
that makes sense.
So this
yeah.
was pretty much shot in sequence.
This
once
part
it
of it.
takes it,
Yeah,
once it
yeah,
all
yeah.
the
Yeah, 'cause,
exterior.
once
Because all
I
the
got on-
windows are destroyed and the countertops.
The mental planning that it takes to keep account for all that while you're doing it is like.
Or continuity
God,
errors, hoping that you
Dude,
don't have
just
any.
doing that little thing with David and figuring out what was breaking and what was where. Would like I couldn't even imagine.
It's a nightmare to do that,
Like continuity, man. Like it's why we have all these examples we can make fun of because it's hard.
Yeah, that's like continuity errors. Yeah, like
It's hard.
Are all the bullet holes the same way in that wall? Well, if we filmed it in sequence, everything's the way it's supposed to be.
Cigarettes, candles, and clocks are just
Oh,
a
yeah.
nightmare on set.
Cigarettes, candles, and clock.
Oh wait, that's what that thing said. It said
that's
cholo.
That's actually funny you say that because every time I watch people smoke cigarettes in movies, I always, when it cuts back and forth, I'm always looking at their cigarette to see how many takes they made, or if they get it right.
This can't happen. Not in the middle of a city.
He's just in disbelief.
Then let's pinch each other and wake up.
It was gunfire for a minute and a half. 2 minutes.
Dude, you shot somebody.
I can't believe no one heard us.
Maybe they heard it. What are
Like,
they
yeah,
saying?
that's why those guys use silencers.
Empty police station.
Maybe somebody from the new precinct will come by.
Now I'm starting to feel like an episode of the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
Where they're all like, "Why hasn't anybody heard all these gunshot wounds?" Like, or
Save ass.
The way it works is this. I slip out
why
of
isn't anybody showing up?
and I run like a bastard. Wells,
I like this guy.
you know I can't let you do that. I'm not asking you to let me.
They'll cut you down before you get 10 feet.
You on his side?
No sides to it.
Stop sneaking up on this guy. That's like,
yeah, he's
I like that
squirrely, man. He's
the
got.
guy that's pointing a gun at everybody. Y'all stop.
I mean,
like,
he's the one turning around.
It's like stop, like walking up right behind the guy.
I like her though. She's got that blood on her. She don't give a fuck.
Yeah. They're like, what are you doing being a secretary here? You should be like
Jump out that window.
running this place.
When they drag you off, I'll lean out and ask them if they wouldn't mind saying a little prayer as they dump you in some vacant lot next to the 5 other police officers and
Dang.
your sick handcuffed friend.
Oh, snap!
I go through all that and his gun isn't even loaded.
Did he just try to shoot? I saw the barrel move.
Yeah, he was
That
squeezing
gun
it.
seems like it
Or
has
the,
an
I saw-
unnecessary
yeah.
extension on it.
Can a gun like that have a silencer?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it has a silencer.
Yeah, he's just sitting there dried.
He just tried to shoot
That's
her?
not how silencers work.
No, it's not. They don't actually. They're called suppressors. First of all, not even silencers.
But the other thing, he would have felt there was no recoil.
Yeah. Hey man. Plot armor. You gotta love it.
Yeah.
Goddamn thing's got 3 shots left in it. Wilson?
3 rounds.
Lee?
2 shots. If there's any spare ammunition around here, I don't know where it is.
Let's talk louder with these broken windows, guys. Let's tell them.
Let's
tell them. Let's tell them that we have very limited resources. Wait, that box. They never got into that big box.
No, that's what he got that's rifle out of, I think.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
But this part, he's been asking for a smoke the whole movie, and this badass chick.
Yeah, they have a little chemistry going on.
Not only does she put a smoke. Watch this. Watch this. I don't know if this, Randy.
They look like siblings, but
Randy,
if
you could say if this was one take, but she lights it with her thumb.
Are different. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
How many takes do you think that?
I don't remember.
She puts
probably one time. She looks like a badass.
She puts a cigarette in his mouth and
strike anywhere, bro.
She lights that match with her thumb.
Doing that, she probably burned her thumb the first 2.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. Or maybe it's one of those like, man, damn.
Hey man,
she got it on the first take. That's pretty badass.
Hold on, Tim, no, people were a lot cooler in 70.
Yeah, that's right.
People were a lot in general. They were just cooler in 76 because they didn't have the internet to sit like that. Instead of sitting on Facebook and scrolling through what her friends are doing, she sat there and learned how to light matches with her thumbs. You know, people were different back then, and it was
before she started working that precinct, she probably worked as a bartender, so she had to do cool things.
She was a stripper, and that's fine.
Shit, that's fine too.
That's fine.
Well, I can tell you right now that she made more money being a stripper than she did being a secretary in that police station,
or just
being a bartender. She made more money.
Yeah, it's hard. It's the 70s. You got to clean up.
Yeah, because that's when everybody started cleaning up. The 70s.
Yeah, the 80s was a very clean decade.
They were getting ready for the shoulder pads, you know?
They're like, man, cocaine's coming. I know it.
Let's clean up. Yeah.
Let's all get cleaned up.
Let's all get clean.
The 80s are going to be great.
What'd you think of the 80s, Randy? What's your review of the 80s? You lived through them. I'm just saying, I got to ask.
It was just a lot of
he was
cocaine.
Yeah, a lot of excess.
You were in the middle of that scene.
It's a decade of excess, right?
Movies and cocaine in the 80s was just insane.
Yeah.
Oliver Stone.
I can't imagine, yeah.
I mean, because we
were talking,
you're a first-hand account of
we were making fun. We were making jokes about craft service tables earlier. Back in the 80s, cocaine was probably at the craft service table.
Right.
Looks like hell. It's all we got.
I find that hard to believe, though, with all the unions. Because the union is really strong in
but they said, listen, our workers deserve it's the right of cocaine.
They shouldn't have to pay for this cocaine. Bother the stars.
Shit!
Yeah.
What's wrong? We haven't flipped a coin yet.
That's why the key grip is like, yeah, I'll keep holding this boob mic. Y'all keep giving me cocaine.
I always lose.
This guy went on. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, he was in all the Rocky movies.
Yeah,
that's right. He was the trainer.
Yeah.
He was
Apollo Creed's trainer. You're totally right. He was Apollo Creed's trainer.
He was one of his trainers. He was in
almost
all the Rocky
movies. He was in all of them.
Yeah, he went on to be
because even after Apollo Creed died, he was still.
He trained him.
His damn name.
Because he trained him in 4.
Yeah, he trained Rocky. Yeah, he came back to help train Rocky to beat Dolph Lundgren.
Goddammit, we're going to do it again.
Hey, there isn't time.
Wait. What are they?
Well, how come she's out of it?
Who's going to go out to the manhole? Yeah, they're going to try and get out through a manhole and go get help.
Tony Burton.
You want me to show you where it is?
I'll take him down. You stay up here.
I like that. That's
the nod of approval.
That he stops before he decides. He looks back to get approval from the guy. He goes, "Yeah, that's cool. That's a really cool that
they know they're prisoners." It's just like
they had those moments of trust where the guys come to trust this guy Napoleon.
But they know they're in extended circumstances.
Well, because at one point Napoleon gives back the keys to him when he could have just said, "No, fuck it, I'm keeping them." So they have this mutual respect.
It's a respect, yeah. It's like, hey man, you're doing your job. I'm just trying to survive.
But before he just marches out of the room, he stops and goes, "Hey, is it cool? Hey, Kimosabi, cool with you?"
Yeah.
Just a cool little Western.
Which is the flip of it, is that the guy that's in charge does not want to be in charge of this situation.
It's the Man in Black and the White Knight.
That's why we like these characters, Tim. That's why we,
because they all fit these tropes.
Because they're good guys.
Right.
Yeah, he's a bad guy with a heart of gold. I'd like to say
they're good guys.
What the hell is the difference between this and what I was going to do 10 minutes ago?
What? Try and kill us all?
No, he was going to try to run.
Why not now?
One thing. When you get out of here, make sure you call the cops before you take off for the border, huh?
Now, what makes you think I'd do that? I'll see you, Wilson.
See you later, bro.
Arrivederci.
I like that. Whoever put up that light in that tunnel that he crawled into. Props on
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
It
that
looked
blue
good.
light? Yeah.
Well, you see, like
light.
there was like the furnace behind him too, right there.
Yeah, it
or
was like the
something.
boiler room.
It was so
some kind
dark. I could,
Some kind of glowing.
It was
light.
ambient.
I love the movie.
That was radiant light, so it was meant to be the boiler
Just the
room. I
things
think.
you can make.
Yeah, it looked like the
facts.
boiler
Yeah.
room.
Yeah. Just looking around dead bodies.
Listen to this part of the score.
That looks like day for night.
Well, it's
the sun starting to
brightly.
come up, maybe?
The sun's coming up. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
also
yeah.
just much more brightly
Well,
lit,
I don't
and
know.
it's f-stop
I
down
don't know. It's
in
blue.
Lind.
It's bluer.
It's f-stop down. I'm saying.
That basement's not a bad place to be if they come at us again.
That's what they said in Night of the Living Dead, dude.
Narrow hallway. We might be able to hold them back for
This place doesn't have an attic.
minutes.
We'll be trapped down there.
But we're not going to last up here with only.
Yeah.
Looks like it had a big ass flat roof,
The upstairs is
like
out.
most buildings back then.
Wide open up there.
You know they ain't got no helicopter, nothing. They can go on the roof. Yeah.
At least if
One
they-
entry point?
At least if they attack you, you know where they're coming from.
Yeah,
Man
from
with
that
faith.
door.
A rare quality. What about you?
I've never had too much faith in anyone coming to my rescue.
That's why you
Maybe you were
bad, girl.
associating with the wrong people.
I've been with policemen for 5 years.
That's enough to grow hair on a rock.
What that line means.
I don't even know what it means, but I like it.
Believe in one man.
Hey!
Guess it means makes you
there.
tough. That's a good shot, the binocular shot.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
so he went down through the sewers and then 20 yards away up through the manhole. Yeah.
They had to make that manhole out of wood because he couldn't.
Oh yeah,
He
you
didn't
did.
lift a real one.
No,
I bet
No,
not.
they're like
heavy.
50,
Those
they're
things
like
are fucking-
75 pounds. Like
Yeah, but
they're
when you're trying to lift up while you're on a little tiny ladder.
75 pounds.
They're
is fucking
80 pounds,
heavy.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's heavy.
So did you make that one out of wood?
No, we had that
I'm surprised
made.
that wouldn't. I would have said that would have been styrofoam too, but it would be really hard for him to fake the weight of it
Yeah.
if that was
You
styrofoam.
looking at it now,
Oh,
that's
he's
definitely
strong.
wood.
That dude's real
If it-
strong.
it
I can
was-
see the soft.
All you gotta do is go do the ADR.
You got
later.
to make it reflect right.
Yeah, and some little bit of ADR.
Dude, I love ADR.
Save it for us. See, look, he could have just jumped out the window and gone. That was a good line. He was like, "What's the difference in this and what I had planned?" Nothing.
Yeah, it sticks out a lot more
It's
if
like,
somebody pops out.
No
on the
difference.
Street.
No difference.
It would have been nice if one of the gang members just would have looked up and be like, "We can see you."
Yeah. You gonna get shot, dog.
Or,
It's too bad cars back then were really slow.
This reminds me of Maximum Overdrive, where they send the guy out to try and get through.
Oh wait,
I
they set
love
up
those shots.
they set up roadblocks. So.
That was a good lot.
I love
This
those
is
shots.
this is like the Escape from New York like bridge shot right here.
I don't think he's gonna make it.
No!
Damn!
No!
Oh,
Wow.
He got shot.
You got
course.
man.
The music stopped. Bam.
You got.
Hopes dashed.
Maybe it was just a window breaking.
Yeah. Love how greatly in denial he was about that.
Bitches.
That's some dark comedy right there.
Really is.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Bad weather.
That's I like to think that Rob Zombie paid tribute
Man,
to
it's just
that
a window, bro.
in House of a Thousand Corpses, where the girl gets in the car
Yeah.
and thinks she's escaped, and as the car is going down the road, the
swerves
crazy
out of the
dude
way.
slowly pops up in the back seat.
Take a look.
It's
You
sitting
always
behind
look in
her.
the back seat, man.
Yeah, they pop up and he just sits there and smiles, and it goes to slow mo. It's like, oh shit, we thought she was gonna get away. We thought they were safe.
Let's go.
Let's go down in the basement.
Maybe just the window broke, you know.
You know, if the sewer
and he
goes,
just immediately laughs at how absurd what he just said was.
If the sewer goes a far away, why don't you just go to the sewer and just keep going? Just keep going.
This part of the score is great.
Yeah.
This is the final stand moment.
Who's that guy they're carrying? Who's that dude? What is
that? Was the
That's
ice
the
cream,
father.
the daughter's.
Oh,
dad.
that is him. Yeah,
Oh, he's still alive? I thought he...
Well, he kind of set this whole thing off.
Yeah,
but
he
then
did.
He brought him over.
But he's been asleep for the rest of the movie.
Well, he ran out of adrenaline.
He had like a
brought him
panic
all
attack.
there.
I mean, he killed a guy. He was in shock.
Well, I think he got wounded too.
That too? He was in shock. He had to
Oh, yeah,
go
he's
into a
very
little
pale.
coma.
He's very pale.
He's about to turn into a zombie. I just know it.
Oh.
I wouldn't put it past Carpenter that this would just turn into a zombie movie at this point.
I've been wanting to do vampires for kind of quite a while.
What have you used to hold him back with?
Anything we can find.
We've been on a John Carpenter kick.
Yeah, we've done.
Yeah, we have
unintentional,
kind of,
but Randy, you're coming in at the end of our Carpenter trilogy for some reason.
Wow.
We did the Blob.
That was
Which
Carpenter.
didn't you work on?
Yeah,
the
you
Blob?
worked on the.
I worked a little bit on the remake.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was the
I'm
remake.
talking about, yeah.
I love that movie.
And then we did
Escape.
and then we did They Lived. So this is the fourth one.
Well, the Blob isn't John Carpenter.
John Carpenter didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
It's the third, yeah.
Okay.
We did we did Escape from New York, and then this.
That's right. Okay.
I'm curious about one thing.
And the Thing, of course.
But
Well, I mean, and that was a long time ago, but like
No,
that was the first episode.
We've been on a
though.
John Carpenter
Well,
kick.
this one interests me the most.
What's that?
Why don't you climb through that vent and take off down the sewer in the other direction?
Well, there are two things a man should never run from.
This is great.
Even if they cost him his life. One is a man who's helpless and can't run with you.
What's the other?
Say it.
It's gonna be Western.
I know.
It's gonna be Western as hell.
A good woman.
The very least of our problems is we've run out of time.
It's an old story with me. I was born out of time.
Hell yeah, brother.
Fuck yeah, man.
Hell
Walk
yeah,
out
brother.
into the sunset. She's so wet right now. She's like, I knew I fucking wanted to fuck this guy. They've been cutting cutie eyes at each other the whole movie.
Yeah,
She hasn't been working there for the cops. She's been working there
for the criminals. They're finally paying off this acetylene thing they had laying around.
Yeah. I like his little plan that he comes up with here.
We blow the hell out of everybody in this hallway.
It's
Yes, sir.
It's last stand
What's going
time.
to keep it from blowing the hell out of us?
You hold up that sign in front of the door.
Look at that sign Randy made.
That's right.
Yeah.
Can you hit it from there?
I got 3 shots.
They're gonna hide behind the sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They sure enough do.
Can't argue with a confident man.
Yeah, I had to make that one out of metal.
Oh, they actually wanted to stop shrapnel with that one. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna bang. They're gonna beat on it. They're gonna.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well,
yeah,
Zach
they're not
Zach
just
let
putting
the
squibs.
dogs in,
Yeah, they're
so.
they're hitting it with the little bats and all that stuff.
Fire lane between Gramercy and Imperial. Dark, quiet, and deserted.
Hey
Request
there.
instructions. Over.
Zach letting the dogs.
What are those cars doing over there?
There's
Who let
supposed
the
to be a few
dogs
people
in?
on duty.
I'm sorry.
They've been moving things
Don't
out of there for the
unsubscribe
past couple of
commercial.
weeks. They're probably
For your 2001 references.
we're wasting time here.
Oh, some actual cops showed up.
Well, they do make a reference that there were some reports of people calling in saying they heard shots fired.
Yeah, but the guys are cleaning up the site, so these gangs are.
Yeah, and they're using silencers, but are good guys inside. One.
Yeah,
But you look at the windows on the existing building, and they aren't shot out.
They're just shot out. Yeah.
They're just like regular.
Yeah, but
and they just kind of cruise through and roll right back out.
It's in a really bad neighborhood.
They're like,
They're like, whatever.
Don't see anything out of the ordinary here. Is that a Motorola? That
Yeah, it was. It was a
a lot
Motorola
of Motorola product placement.
The plug.
That's Tommy Wallace on the radio.
Is that really?
Yeah.
Cannot locate the source of the gunfire. Repeat request for immediate helicopter surveillance. Over.
Oh, snap. That's a big ask. Like, trying to get a helicopter? That's asking a lot. You'll get it in
Well,
4
the
hours.
power's out and everything. They can't see shit. So I guess they're like, man, we need a
Yeah.
Spotlight up high. We can't figure out what's going on.
No, they had the helicopters in L.A., man. That's one thing I didn't
dogs
miss
in,
is
Zach.
they were just always flying over. Spotlights at night, all the time.
Oh, because it's such a bad area?
Anytime, anywhere in L.A., I mean, there was helicopters flying over with spotlights.
News choppers, police choppers.
Everything.
Oh, God, how many times during the day you just got to stop and just go, well, we got to wait for this choppers to get...
It's funny how it's like it's starting to rain now, and it never rains in L.A., like ever.
Right.
I mean,
it literally never rains.
They're having a bad day.
They're having a real bad day.
The day is bad.
This is that, yeah, they've finally broken through or piling in.
This is it.
Molotov cocktails.
I mean, and since this movie came out, so many movies have duplicated this idea of the few against many, the insurmountable odds. I mean,
I'm sure this was This was a duplication on that
Bible.
Yeah.
That's well, I'm talking
Insurmountable
about
the underdog.
I'm talking about film.
there
I'm
we
talking
go.
about barricading down.
Support your local police. Look at that. I like that. I like that sign. That's
was that on
that's good
purpose?
Oh,
yeah, I mean, yeah,
that's good.
No, this is
Support your police.
This is the same thing as Night of the Living Dead. It's us,
Well, yeah, of
like the
course.
masses, society.
Hey, man,
we live in a society, you know.
Dude, it's Hell's Gates. It's Battle of Thermopylae 300.
Yeah,
Come on,
it's
old as hell.
dread. It's going up the tunnels. It's
But it's also
the
like,
raid.
The big story of this is like the story of basically like the human
It's
condition
the
and
end of
survival.
Young Guns.
But survival, like
remember the ending of the first Young Guns, where they're all trapped in the house,
it was
and
immediately, yeah,
Jack
they all
Palance
got
comes
shot.
in. He's got fucking cannons and everything. And they're like, how the fuck are they gonna make it out of this?
Yeah.
And
But the thing is like whenever
Butch
we're,
Cassidy and the Sundance
when we're
Kid.
when we're put under pressure, you know, we're gonna put our societal differences aside. Yeah, I'm a cop. Yeah, you're a prisoner. We're gonna put all that aside.
Well, that's what's awesome is that it's down to.
And like band together to fucking survive.
But what's scary is just hearing them breaking in upstairs. When you slowly.
Oh,
Got him. Oh, snap.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
crowbars
looked
and
good. That
bats.
looked good.
Look at that. I mean,
Oh, dang. Dude, this is like... You can't tell me there wasn't any injuries on this set. There had to have been some
There's
injuries.
a few fingers got kind of...
yeah, but some fingers got smashed. Probably had like rubber bats and stuff, though, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. That looks pretty.
Crowbars are rubber.
That's 2 shots down. He's only got 1 left.
God, this is very zombie-esque.
Yeah, very zombie.
Oh yeah, there's no ammunition in this police station.
Well, they said they got 1 shot left in that rifle to try to hit the explosive.
It's a good shot.
Oh, maybe because that was 2. We're gonna do something.
Little down.
This is Vasquez.
Well, you can't see through the... There you go. Let's say you can't see through the...
This is
smoke.
Vasquez and Gorman and aliens in the
hallway.
Yeah, when he clicks and they explode.
Oh, look, now everybody's scrambling.
They look sped up. They probably sped that up a little bit.
They look pretty good though. That smoke.
No, it looked good because they just breezed past it.
Everybody's scrambling like cockroaches now.
Almost supernaturally.
The cavalry's arrived just in the nick of out of time.
Yeah, it's definitely not in time. A lot of people are dead.
The
This is
nick of
definitely
out of time
Yeah.
to help these people.
Like I think 20 minutes in, like 7 cops died. Every cop off the bus is dead. The bus that came in, they all died like at the same time. Yeah.
Some office
They're
workers.
nice, clean white helmets.
These are the boys from Chips.
What the hell went on here, man? Like
Y'all got a lot of explaining to do. You know, start drawing the chalk outlines. I mean, that's a lot of bodies in there. If you're going to do a kill count,
Those are all
on this
real
movie,
bodies. Those weren't fake, were they?
No, those were
real
extras.
bodies, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
try
It
to
looks
do
different. It looks different.
Trying to do a kill count on this movie would be pretty hard.
That was a good shot.
That's a
I like
really
that.
good
That's a
shot.
great shot.
Oh yeah, the smoke clearing out.
It's
Yeah.
like
That's a really good shot.
We've been like, shit, we almost tried to kill y'all. But I love how the cops like silently. Surely one of y'all got a fucking
Oh,
cigarette.
that was a great shot.
They put the
I
dad
like
on the
that.
stretcher. He's just had a bad day, man.
He watched his daughter get shot.
And then he killed him.
Well, I know he's
never killed a man in his life.
Yeah, he killed a dude.
He's going off to the funny house.
Yeah, he's gonna have to spend some time getting to know him.
He's going off to the funny house, the funny farm.
We have a stretcher for you, miss.
She's like, I don't need that shit.
Miss.
He's being such a dick.
It's like, I don't need none of that.
He just says, "Miss." Like, you weren't here, asshole. Like,
I got a stretcher for you, miss. You're shot. And he's like, nah.
It's more about how badass she is. That she just looks at them and just walks off.
Get away from him.
Look at that. He was like, all right, you're going back into custody
so
now.
You're definitely going to be at my trial later, right?
Yeah. You're definitely going to be a character witness? Yeah.
Yeah, he'd have to.
Yeah.
It'd be a privilege if you'd walk outside with me.
I know I would.
You're pretty fancy, Wilson.
He's like, I'll take you in. All right, I'll take you in.
But I won't let none of them touch you as we walk out. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty good ending.
That ending didn't make much sense, but.
Hey man, it's got style. It's got style, dude. It don't.
It's a little abrupt and kind of like,
It's a Deus Ex Machina, man.
Oh right.
It's got freaking style though, dog.
That's been this movie. Final thoughts. Who do you want to start with? Randy, you want to do your final thoughts? You want to save them for later?
No, it's fine. It's been a while since I've seen it. Brought back a lot of good memories.
Yeah. Awesome.
Good
awesome. Yeah.
It did, and this is when it was still exciting and new. It was, for me, it was like going to school. This is where I started learning the craft.
Yeah.
Everything was new, so nothing was jaded, and I was proud of it. I didn't do that much on it, but I thought it was a good movie. I really, thought they did a good job of it. I like the storyline, so it was just a good start for me. So
yeah,
it was kind of a freshman attempt from everybody, really.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot of heart.
Yeah, everybody was pretty green. Nobody had a big track record, so everybody was just kind of learning on it. So it's a good experience.
Yeah. It's good to hear. Yeah.
I mean, I loved it. It was great. Good tension all throughout. Good lighting. A lot of good precedences were set. It's fine. We can keep going. It's not a big deal. A lot of good precedences were set that you see some style that Carpenter set up in this movie that he carries through his whole career.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed seeing that. And that's all I got to say, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, I think basically we're all in agreement. I kind of threw this one out there because we didn't know what to do. And I wanted to do this one with you because I know you're probably sick of talking about Halloween and stuff.
We hung out with you and we talked about having you on and or having you back on to do another movie because your last movie night was like crazy with the fan and the heat and shit. But like we wanted you to pick one and you were kind of like, I don't know. And then they threw out Assault from Precinct 13 and I was like, I think you would enjoy that.
No, it's good. It's good call.
I wanted to learn more about it. I thought it would be fun taking you down memory lane.
Like a rewatch,
revisiting an old friend you hadn't seen in a long time.
Absolutely.
So I was honored to do this with you. So thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
As my final thought, that's all I could say is it was great to get to watch it with you, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Yeah, man, and we appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for taking that trip.
My pleasure. Anytime.
Yeah, awesome. But no, I love it. And like you said, and like everybody else said, is like. Watching all these John Carpenter films we've watched these last few times have been like a reestablishment of like I would say that Carpenter almost embodied like that 70s aesthetic that I think about when I think about those films. It's stark lighting, it's that graininess. It's very like every character is a plain Jane guy.
Well, I like the guerrilla style of it, and the it came from low budget and went to something.
But it's low budget.
It always made me
that way.
Always made me go, man, anybody could do it. It always made it.
not even anybody that could do it. It's just like.
Well, I'm not saying anybody could do it. I'm saying I'm not.
It made it feel hopeful.
They're simple films.
Yeah, I'm not
great.
negating talent.
Yeah,
and I'm saying that it was.
You don't need a big budget or a big studio.
Yeah. You didn't need all that stuff. Yeah. That it was the heart and soul and the blood and the sweat and tears that you put into it.
Yeah, and I love that. And
Randy Moore, there you are again.
And one more time.
Oh yeah, start it over.
So we'll do a final. So I guess you'll give it. Are you going to give it a cheers?
Yeah, we always at the end of these videos we always give it a cheers.
Yeah,
and we'll cheers if it's.
I think we all.
If we approve.
Okay, I'll give it.
Sometimes we'll do really bad movies.
You can say no. You can not cheers it if you want to.
If you want to. So we'll just give it. We give it a final cheers. Everybody,
4 cheers up.
It's 4 cheers up. 4 cheers up for Assault on Precinct 13. Thank you very much for coming.
Come on.
Thank you very much for coming, Randy.
Cheers.
As always.
Always.
Yeah. This has been A to Z Movie Night. Thank you guys. Good night. We'll see you on the next one.